Welcome back. It's a Thursday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco, and we're coming to you live every day from noon to 1. Today, stay tuned because we're coming to you live with some extra edition coverage. We're going from 12 to 2, talking about the debates, talking about cryptocurrency, but we're always talking about the Question Tequila, and we're at the Question Tequila studios. Drew Taylor comes back with me to talk some more about crypto. And man, we got such a dynamic going here, the Texan and the New Yorker. People won't even believe this is really happening, but it is.
Yeah,
it's
you
really
get a couple of patriots, man.
Yeah.
We all believe in the same stuff.
No doubt about it. And a little later on in the 1 o'clock hour, we're going to be having my sit down with Bill O'Reilly from earlier this week. And Bill O'Reilly actually graced Liquid Lunch in our first 2 months, and you can see Bill O'Reilly every week on Saturdays at 7 on Newsmax, and of course Sunday at 11. You can hear Bill O'Reilly in the No Spin News on BillO'Reilly.com every day of the week, and he was on the show. We're going to get you that a little later on. We have Cenk Uygur coming on from the Young Turks. We have Enrique from the Proud Boys, but most important, Dow hanging around at 26.5. Everybody's looking to see what happens with the G20 talks last week. Bitcoin is taking it on the chin a little bit today, down about 1,800, holding just above 11,000. It's getting like a little volatile in this range, and I don't know what you think, Drew, but I almost want to see it stabilize like above 10.
Yeah.
And even if it sits there for a month or two and consolidates a little support base there,
sure.
I want to see it there.
Yeah.
You know, when you have these big giant gap ups, I talked to in my trading 101.
Yeah.
I talked to my audience about support and resistance.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you need consolidation at levels to create some support. So if it rockets up, you got that little pad there to have a safe landing. What do you tell now? When the thing goes from 7,000 to 13,000 in 12 days or 10 days. What are you telling your viewers and your audience to do right now?
Folks, cryptocurrency is a long-term play. Sit on it, hold it. You know, it's a very thinly traded market. I mean, you're from the industry, right? And so in a thinly traded market, about the market capitalization of Walmart, okay, cryptocurrency market. When you look at that, when some of these bigger players go and decide to do some profit taking, which they do, the daily traders, just sit tight, folks. When you look at the history and understand, we've got Jorg Molt, who's one of our associates and co-founder of Bitcoin, and he understands the technical pieces of this better than anyone I've ever met, right? So consulting with him, don't get nervous in this stuff. You know, if you'll sit there and sit tight, folks, you're going to be all right in the cryptocurrency market.
You see, now, guys like us, we're not that smart. We can't have Jorg on here because he's too smart for us. You know what I mean? When they start talking about these giant cryptographic numbers and everything, my head starts to spin, you know? But what I do know, and like you said, I've been around the markets for years. I understand free markets. I understand capitalism. And the truth of the matter is, it's trading a little volatile right now, which is scary. You don't like to see these big spikes and downturns. But I think there is a number in here, and I think 10 is a good number. That if it kind of stabilizes here and stays level for a little while, then people will get a little more comfortable that we've found a new range, and then maybe it could start to go up again.
It will, and patience is the key. You know, Bitcoin's going to have again in 2020.
That's right.
And that's the reward you get for helping, confirm the transactions. And every time it has done that, you've seen a spike in the market, right?
That's right.
So there's a lot of underlying things to this, but I'm telling you folks, you hit the nail on the head. We tell people this all the time. Cryptocurrencies are a 5-year play.
That's right.
Okay, and if you're going to day trade it, get on the tables in Vegas and that kind of thing. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm telling you, the common folks out there, my old redneck buddies, folks, get into this stuff, sock a little bit of money, systematic investing, right?
Understood. Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad thing. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. I just play one on TV. And I'm not giving financial advice because it's the worst thing to do because people need to educate themselves.
Right.
And if you don't understand what you're investing in, you shouldn't listen to anyone else. That's the way I look at it. But I have told friends of mine who've told me, hey, I've done some homework. I read Crypto for Dummies. And we had Kiana Danielle, the author of Crypto for Dummies on. And I tell them, hey, you know what? If you're investing for a 20-year play for your retirement, 10 years down the line, take 5% of your portfolio, add to it a little by a little, figure out how you want to get to 5%, even if you do $100 a month or $500 a month. Get to a small piece, sock it away, leave it alone. You should be investing for the long term.
Right.
And not just kind of day trading this crap, because even guys like us who know this inside and out, we can't predict that.
No, nobody can. Yeah.
No
you know,
doubt.
interestingly enough, Dave Ramsey, I talked to Dave Ramsey, and he said cryptocurrencies is going to be a good investment in 15, 20 years. That's
agree.
why I'm in it today.
Well, I want to thank you for being here today. I'm looking forward to maybe next week I come on the Wild West Crypto Show, and you're gonna see a lot more of me and him on Newsmax on the Wild West Crypto Show. Go check him out. You got to hear this show and see this show because it's Wild West. It's gonna be wild in here right after this. Stay tuned. You're watching Liquid Lunch.